Good boys. Good boys. What's good, Bahrain? Setting up my trade copier. Good fade up. How are you, brother? If you guys use my code, make sure you message me on Discord. That's where I can give you feedback and such. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How's everyone doing? Yeah, we can do a game plan on chart. I'll wait for people to join up and then we'll write it up. Let's go, Donatello. Finish setting up the trade copier. Everything is functional here. Trade copier is working. Hmm. I can't wait for Alpha to switch me to Tradeovate, then I could sync it to the trade copier. You guys tell people to like your lives to get more views. Yo, boys, like up in the chat. Get us to 10,000 million views. I mean, likes. Uh, I don't really care about the views, bro. I'm just here trying to do my job. People want to watch. That's great. That's great. If they don't want to, that's okay. All right, let's record the game plan. Range bound today so far. We got 8:30 news. Tomorrow's PPI. Yeah, I'm liking this sell side liquidity, but this wick makes things a little bit more difficult, obviously. The midnight opening price. Okay, so we've done some work above midnight. We've done some work. I'm being honest, I mean, it's looking quite 50-50. I mean, if we're bullish, I wouldn't expect this to get taken. So unless we expand aggressively on market open, this is probably going to be taken. Yeah, I mean, listen, higher time frame is still bullish. We have the daily bullish fair value gap here. That's quite a long way. Like, if we're putting high of day here, 300 points. It's possible. I mean, we haven't really ran sell side in a while, so the daily bullish fair value gap would be here. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I won't sit here and say no way. It's just a retracement idea. Although I don't want to really trade off a retracement idea, but we'll see. Um, game plan will be P50 going into day. High time frame equals bullish, but we could see retracement time frame, aka take previous day low. I am leaning towards us taking previous day low because we have done work above midnight open. However, low hanging fruit is Asia low. Unless we get strong bullish displacement, I'm staying bearish, bearish. So that's gonna be my game plan. ES has London lows. Like we're not gonna get Asia low on S&P 500. I don't think it's too far. Asia low is all the way over here. Yeah. In terms of dollar index, I mean dollar index looks like it's gonna move lower today. You know, because I mean it's also kind of 50-50, but we had a pretty good wick yesterday and we traded up so far and we're displacing lower, about to make a lower low. If dollar index makes a lower low, that means dollar could come all the way to previous day low, in which case you'd probably expect previous day's high. So I guess like I'm more like short term bearish. Have to wait for confirmation that it's bullish and take long. That's like what I would rather do. Like I think it's gonna go lower now, but I don't want to trade short and then long. So what I'm gonna do is just wait, see if we take Asia low, then I go long. If the market wants to keep going past Asia low, I can maybe short to previous day's low and then find continuation. And that point, I flip my bias. So what's the game plan? The game plan is to wait for a high probability long. Let the market do what it wants to do first 30 minutes, most likely. See if it wants to go to Asia low. I'm expecting at least a small rally lower to here. Like I'd be surprised if we don't take out Asia low, because then ES can take out London low, and we have SMT, and then potentially reverse towards the equal high. We haven't really taken out buy side. It's not like we did work above midnight, but we didn't really work above midnight. You know, like we got to run some stops before we can see the displacement. 10 a.m. high impact. I don't think so. Let me check. No. So Alpha uses Forex Factory now. So any orange folders on Forex Factory will not be. There isn't even orange folder. Yellow? Are you talking about yellow folder? Anyways, you're good. Nice trader mug. Yeah. What do you got? Who's rocking with the mug, bro? Fire mug. What is the bias? Like it's neutral right now, but I'm gonna be waiting for long. So if the market wants to come down, my bias, my game plan is I'm gonna let the market go lower towards Asia low. I'm not gonna short that. I'm not gonna look to capture that move. Now, if the market stays bearish, I will try to capture a move to previous day's low because that's an easy draw, daily fair value gap, right? So that could be a potentially obvious play. But to Asia low, I'm gonna let that go because there's a chance that we just take out the Asia low and then reverse, and I'll take that. You consider data as a draw when it's been taken on the 1 minute? Why is my live been getting appealed every single time? Gooby, what's up, Gooby? Trade rate down should be fine. Appeal not approved. I always be getting like appeal brand. Yeah, like we haven't really taken out buy side. London high. But technically, it's Asia high of day today, which is possible. I mean, I'm viewing that as Asia high. It's really 50-50. You know what what's the max payout on Tradeify? Which account are you trying to get? I think it's pretty big. Also, if you use my code, make sure you let me know so I can add you into the giveaway. Giveaway winners will be announced tomorrow. If you do the 5-day payout, I think you get a lot bigger payouts. So, are you doing the daily payouts or the 5-day payout? 150K, select 150K. You're doing the 5-day, so you're going for a big payout. It's 5,000. 5,000 on each account is the max for you. So every 5 winning days, you got to get 5,000. Um, you're just gonna get that's for larger payouts. If you do the daily payout, it's 2,500. So I actually like the daily payout option, but it's up to you. Um, yeah, I would really recommend you the daily payout option, bro, because on the 5-day payout one, you can only withdraw 50% of what you make, right? But the other one, I think if you just make, you can just get the 2,500, you know? So I would probably say do the daily payout option if you're using Tradeify, but that's up to you. I'm literally your student, dude. Based on your video, we marked the chart the same way. Nice, bro. I'd love to hear that. Yeah, well, these are the key objectives. It's 50-50, so whenever it's 50-50, I'll mark out both sides. Um, yeah, for me, it's 50-50. Anyways, we got the 10 Apex accounts. I'm gonna wait for CPI. Yep, if you guys use my code, message me on Discord. Message me on Discord. So I can add you into the giveaway. Giveaway winners will be announced tomorrow, and that goes for any firm. So Apex Alpha will be a separate giveaway. We're gonna do a 5 account giveaway. No, no top side discounts. Code on Apex is 90%. I'll be live during. Yeah, we can do it on live stream. You guys want to do a CPI on live stream today? No, CPI is not today. UCL? No, I haven't seen any games. Yeah, yes, it's at 7K, bro. Can CPI be full ported? Yep, I'll full port it with you guys on live stream if you guys want to all do it together. I'll be doing 10 Apex accounts. You know, my live streams keep getting like banned. Does anyone know why? Did I remove the? Okay, guys, if you guys are on TikTok, I'm gonna restart the live stream. So feel free to come back. I'm gonna restart it right now. Hopefully that works. I put non-financial advice in the title. My live just keeps getting restricted. I don't know why. Small org? Yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll wait. Market trades, 15-minute Sibi. We'll see what happens. Yeah, but the 80% or 90% off Apex. Who's with me? Yo, should we do one big CPI stream on February 11th? We all just cop the 90% Apex accounts and go for it. I got 10. I'm waiting for it. Oh, YouTube's fine, OC. It's for TikTok. It's YouTube's fine. YouTube is fine. So 15-minute gap. We'll see if this delivers lower prices. It might, it may not. I was never in any mentorship personally. So again, I need to see where right now the game plan is to be patient. I'm gonna wait for Asia low to be taken, and I'm not gonna be taking any trades until Asia's taken. Now, hypothetically, if the market breaks below here, you could technically short using my model, target the Asian low, but that's not something I'm looking to. So say you shorted right now, this could be a tape read, probably a 1.7, 1.5-ish R. Like, I would not take this trade. I'm just gonna let the market do what it wants to do for something higher probability. Yes, if you use my code, please message me on Discord. On Discord. That's the only way I can add you into the giveaway and notify you if you won the giveaway. Uh, tape read. I need to be really cautious. Every time I do the P&L tool, everyone thinks I'm in a trade, and I always get messages saying like, "Oh, why did you take this trade?" I didn't. I'm tape reading. I think the market can go lower, but I'm not putting any risk behind this idea because I don't think it's a high probability idea. Well, it's a good idea, but it's sloppy. It's not worth the risk. I want to save my money so I can maybe take a long off of the sweep. If I'm shorting here and I lose, how can I afford, like, I can't just take every single move. I got to be selective in the best potential setup. And I think the best potential setup today can either be a short to previous day's low or a long from Asia low or previous day low. So I'm going to wait, let the market do its thing. We can watch this tape read. Um, see if it wants to take out the Asian low. Hmm. Who here? Who here was in the FOMC stream yesterday? Yo, that FOMC stream, we were set up for such a good position. Like I was really happy with my risk management on that FOMC stream. Like we perfectly managed that trade. It was beautiful to be honest. It was beauty. That's the kind of stuff that makes me keep going. Yeah, I watched the ITT live stream. That shit was rough. Don't worry about the outcome because, like I said, the outcome is out of your control, right? Literally, quite literally, nothing you can do. You move your stop to the top of the city. You probably don't want to see that retested. You could even argue moving your stop loss right here and just demand that the market goes right now. Like if it's gonna come all the way back up above this high, you probably don't want to be in the trade anymore. It's gonna be real sloppy. It should just if it's gonna go, it should go right now. So stop. Eventually you find peace. Like it should just touch here and go right now. If it's bearish, you got to find peace in just like being able to read moves and not pushing the button on them. It helps you keep in flow state with the market. You kind of understand what's going. You're in sync. You're able to read what's happening, but the risk is fully in your control. And this could go to previous day's low. I mean, it's possible. Maybe the 30-second had a nicer entry. 15 seconds quite clear. You guys look at the 15 seconds, a nice model there. So one successful tape read with good risk management. At this point, I'd probably put my stop here. Just ride it. Don't even TP here. Just ride it because you can TP, but what if this goes all the way down to previous days low? That's a big move. So just ride it. You put your stop here and see if it just wants to keep going. Maybe you get stopped out. Okay, you secured 25 points. But right now you're risking 25 points for the potential to make 125. That's worth it, right? So there's no point in closing the trade. Now, see, now you move your stop here. You could even put your stop here. So see, now you're only risking 9 points for the potential to make 92 points. Now you put your stop loss at TP and just see what you get. That's why I don't set TPs. You never know. This thing can just rip all the way down. Now you just wait. You leave your TP here, and you see, is the market, does the market want to be nice? Give me 70 points? If so, you take it, take the 70 points. So I think it's going to go to previous day's low. I might even take a continuation protraction short if it gives it to me to previous day's low. Dollar index is making looks like a higher high. Is there an hourly fair value gap on dollar? No, 4 hour, 30 minute. There's definitely some nice fair value gap it's bouncing off of. I mean, I know there's a 15 here. See now, you put your stop loss. Yeah, I would leave it there. I wouldn't even touch it. SL trail one. Sell trail 3. This is why I don't believe in take profits. SL trail 2. Right, and the original stop was here. Put the stop loss here now. We're gonna likely put a breakaway gap in here, so this fair value gap should hold. So I'd put my stop here. Wow, what a nice short, man. What a nice short. I would trail stop loss here. Okay, now you guaranteed yourself 26 more points, and at this point, I'd probably look to start closing because now you're only looking for 30 more points. So I'd probably take a bulk of the position off here. It delivered nicely. What can you say? You know, it is what it is. Close over 50%. Trail a sell. Wow, this went straight down, huh? That's actually very funny. Very cool. SL trail 5. At this point, I would just look to close the trade. So SL trail 5 and just, yeah. I probably would have just closed here. Just get out, I would say. It's not worth it. It's only 10 points away. So SL trail 5, you get stopped out. So see how by not setting a take profit, you just automatically made yourself 50 more points? Your trade alone was 50 points. So you just doubled what your trade was going to give you just by simply moving your stop loss, taking what the market gives you. Anyways, let's see if we can find a continuation short idea. We get a nice pullback. I'll short to previous day's low, unless there's an SMT there, which there might be no SMT. So we'll see. There a 4-hour gap, 1 hour. Yeah. So I'm gonna look for a continuation short. I want to see a nice retracement. I'll trade the protraction if we get it. Anyone take that short? People definitely took. That was a good idea. Early TGIF? No, I wouldn't say so yet. Tomorrow's still PPI. I can see a deeper retracement. You make a month? Don't worry about that, bro. What type of question is that? You don't have to pay 500 for that account. That's optional. Right now, I'm bearish. The game plan was to look for either continuation to previous day low or reversal. Right now, I'm looking for previous day's low. Waiting. How long did it take you to see the chart so clearly? Hard question. It improves every day that I show up. Um, you're not gonna find someone who has more ICT notes than me. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's a human being out there who has watched every single ICT mentorship as many times as I did with the amount of notes that I have. So I'm just being honest. I'm not even trying to be like what's the word? Like I'm not trying to like boost myself. Like I don't think anyone's watched core content 3 times. I've seen 2024 5 times. I've seen 2023 twice, 2024, 2025, Scout Sniper series. I've watched all his old stuff, even his Bitcoin analysis back in like 2017. Like, oh, it's not confidence. I just know people didn't rewatch. You know, I have over I have over 1,000 pages of ICT notes, diagrams from every single mentorship, annotated. Doesn't mean I'm better. By the way, I'm not. Doesn't mean I'm better. I'm just specifically on studying ICT. I think I've done that. And speaking of NVIDIA, I should be up here. It's still sideways NVIDIA, man. Like it wasn't a better play. What I didn't realize is how good Google is. Google is such a good company, bro. Yeah, there's TP. So no, I didn't. This is a tape read trade. We just talked about it. Likely holding. Could you have taken on the 15 second? Yeah, maybe. Maybe in hindsight, this probably would have been a good trade to take. Like maybe this was a missed opportunity. Because if you had something like this, it's a pretty clean trade. Can't lie. It's sloppy in here though. S&P good long term investment, of course. Big wicks, no clear inversion on the 1 minute chart. Wouldn't you agree the 15 second chart's pretty clear though? Yeah, 15 seconds pretty clear. Put in the high, break above, strong break lower, fair value gap, market structure shift. Yeah, 30 second was dirty. I mean, it's not an easy one. So like for those of you who are like, oh, I missed it, it's not a big deal. This is unfortunately did not form clean. There was no inversion, there was no fair value gap, no clean market structure shift. You would have had to drop down to the 15 second. All you had was a draw on liquidity and the 15-minute gap. And if that's your model, then you missed it. But me personally, I need to see some sort of clean, obvious, change the state of delivery, something along that lines. So that's why I didn't take it. And I don't regret it. I think it's very hindsight that it just went straight down to. I think we very easily could have been choppy here. Maybe saw another run and then I think it's pretty hindsight. But yeah, we'll do a journal review. I think going forward, what we'll do is I'm just gonna leave an audio. Dollar index is not even rallying higher, which is a little bit surprising. So it started strong, but now it's rejecting off the LB. So I think we can potentially get a reversal if dollar stays weak, but we'll see. Is YM flying higher? You said YM's flying. I'm gonna assume higher. That'd be a good thing. Nice. Yo, I think we could potentially, yeah, if like YM retraces here and bounces, we can maybe find a reversal. I don't know. I'm down to take a reversal. We have to get strong displacement above previous day's low. We're working inside the daily fair value gap. Let's mark out the quadrants. Yeah, I suppose we could wick this, but I wouldn't really want to see that. I don't think. Why is this still here? We'll see what we do. I don't have dollar index up. Yeah, I'll leave YM up there actually. So wait for ES to take previous day's low. Looks like it wants to get there as well. By the way. No, I didn't take the short. Yeah, we'll do a journal review. If it cracks, could be a big short. Well, sure. I'm not sure what time you sent that, but yeah. Morning boss was good, brother in the daily. FG now looking for sensitivity. Yeah, we filled it up. ES just took previous day's low, so we'll see. It's possible we get a reversal. You gotta be really cautious taking a reversal here because we just had a big move. So I would not expect it to just go whoop like all the way back. That's usually not how it forms. Blatant lie, impossible in time wise. Count the duration of all the videos you mentioned. Yeah, count them, bro. What's your entry point? I don't need to count them. I did it. You count them. Why are you telling me? What's your entry point, bro? What happened? What happened, bro? What you looking for now? Yeah, sensitivity. We'll see what happens. Like if we are bullish, we shouldn't be going much more lower than the bottom of the CB here. Can close the chart and move. Yeah, it could be choppy for some time. It's possible. Akon, we'll do it on call today. It's not going to be as difficult as you think. Just have to implement a system for you to put your stop, and really the way you're going to implement it the best is um what's it called? The way you're going to implement it best is through like just sending your journal, and I'll tell you. You know how we've been kind of going over your trade, and I'm like, you probably could have put your stop loss here. You know, just that's like it's not gonna be like there's no way I can just tell you, oh, every time you do this, we'll do this. Like it's stop loss placement really depends on the trade itself. So we just have to slowly improve that for you. I'm not gonna be taking a trade unless I don't like this. I need a CISD at least. So if we get CISD, I'll take protraction. I got good shit, Miska. You cut the whole move. This is bleeding hate 200 points in the first 15 minutes. Is that 200 point move? Oh my. Oh my. What a good sell off. Yep. If you guys use my code with any firm, let me know. I do have a giveaway running. Um, yep. If you use it, let me know. Let me know. ICT has new chart colors? No way. I have to see this myself. Whoever here says I short till 25817. 817 still has a ways to go, I feel like. They're not new. I think he just uses these ones sometimes. You could enter long now. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a bad trade, but it's not my style. I'd be surprised if we just immediately reverse higher. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. We'll see. Get the 2 minute fails. What I don't want to do is take a long and ignore the fact the market just dumped 264 points off the open, and just take a long with hopes and dreams that it's going to be a full reversal. Like you have to be. Uh, See, maybe if we come back here and break above, I can take something like this. Maybe could be like somewhere here, basically. But maybe like that if we break and respect this gap. A good thing we didn't take any long yet. No, I didn't take the short. BBF 25920. Very good TikTok. Bias, I'm neutral right now. I just have to see. Maybe if we get a breaker here, that would be nice. We get another sweep. YM can also take out previous day's low, which is that boot. No, it's not. What's that blue line I drew? If YM can take out low, well, YM already took out low. So if we get an SMT here and then break, I could probably trust this as a breaker. I mean, it's a strong breaker formation. And it would be leading the daily bullish for value gap potentially. So inside the macro, that's worth taking in my opinion. It would be a 80-point stop loss. Boys, we're hopping on the S&P 500 today. Hopping on the S&P 500. I'm not running no 80-point stop loss. Yo, volatile markets are back though. Love to see it. Love to see it. What's a breaker block? Just like a confirmation that structure has shifted on the lower time frame. Um, just a market structure said, break of structure, higher high, whatever you want to call it, all the same. What these annotations are, but these annotations are incorrect. I mean, this is the all-time high. That's the daily fair value gap for S&P. Yeah, we'll look for the long on S&P. ES is a little bit more bullish anyways, so. Okay. Stop loss will be a lot more manageable here. 10-point stop. Even if it's a 20-point stop, that's still crazy. 20 times 5, it's $100. At least we can get 2 cons. Barely, but maybe. Anyways, we'd have to see a breaker block here. This is it. Like, it's pretty much, well, this has to go a little bit lower, but if this can go a little bit lower and expand, I'll take it. Yep, candles are bigger. What's max micros? It's quite a bit. I think 50 or something, 30 maybe. Or we already filled it. I was gonna say if we had org higher, it'd be a lot better. Damn, that's kind of clean. We opened and spiked through, but perfectly closed right there. Perfectly closed on the bottom, then closed below. Holy shit. I'll trade micros, but yeah, I'm gonna have to trade micros. I always trade micros. Okay, so we just wait for the breaker. If we get a strong breaker here, I'll enter long. It's a tough trade because you're gonna be shorting definitely the bearish order flow, but I think it's worth the risk. We'll start the trade with one contract and see if we can build it up. Even if we enter, say we enter here with a stop loss here, 15 points, 15 times 5, $75 risk for the potential to make more than 150. I mean, the buy side here is 40 points, so 40 times 5 is 200, and surely we'll get at least one pyramid opportunity. So I'll set a buy stop here for one singular. Wait, did I say $75 risk? Because if it's $75, yeah, I mean, ideally I want like 150 risk is fine. Also, where's my order? Didn't I just put it in? We can go 2 contracts. 150 risk is fine. 75 is too small. Actually, I like the 75 and building it back. We're gonna start with 1. So this is really a lot of move I'm asking for. I could have sworn I put an order here. Yeah, the orders are not showing. I'm on trading view. Don't do this to me. What we're doing now. Not showing orders. Anyways, I'm gonna go 688.5. We could also just jump the gun. I mean, if it's gonna go up here, we'll see. I'm pretty sure I have a buy stop resting. Regardless, my funded accounts are open here, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna start it with 2 contracts, so around $150 risk. Is it showing the orders, man? Is it showing here? Pending. Placing. It's still placing? Whatever. Doesn't matter. If we break above here, I'll predict a breaker, take the long. No, the trade copier is separate, guys. Don't worry about the trade copier. I'm executing my funded. People always ask me. I'm executing my fundeds separately. This is the trade copier. What you see on screen is not my funded execution. What you see on screen is trading view on the mini. Because I want to chart on the mini, I want all my diagrams to be on the mini, all my levels to be on the mini. I have to have the mini open here, but I don't want to trade the mini. So I'm able to execute the micro while looking at the mini. If we get sensitivity here, yeah, I want to buy right here at 8.6, 8.7. But there's no sensitivity anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think you mean 10 a.m. user. I mean, you just have to add stuff. If the higher time frame is still bullish, it really shouldn't go much lower. Also, did we not touch the daily for value gap? Oh, we never even touched that. Probably want to wait for that to go lower. See what dollar is doing. Dollar's still kind of moving lower, but it's not really like obviously bearish like it was prior before. Okay, we should get the daily fair value gap here, and the breaker would be here. I kind of like that breaker because if we buy this breaker, although it's not my style, you could argue that like you take the small partial here, half your risk. It's not gonna show any orders. That's what we're doing. Okay, we're all here. How do I? Can I at least cancel? They all just say placing. It's gonna be such a messy execution. Anyways, we'll see. We already inverse the daily on the 1 minute chart or the 5 minute chart, but not on the higher time frame. The idea is we want the higher time frame to support it. So if we start seeing displacement, then there's a chance that we put in a wick here. That's basically what we're anticipating, a wick. Now, if we don't get a wick, how low can this go? I mean, I wouldn't expect Wednesday high of week, so I really don't think it can go that much higher. I expect this low to be safe. So maybe you get a wick like this. We'll just have to see. NQH 2026. This is ES. Yeah, let's try closing. Let's try closing trading view and opening it back. Oh, we're up to. You guys know I think my viewers have been down because at the beginning of every single stream, TikTok bans my shit, and they're like, it's just restricted. Now we're back up to 500, yo, guys. Come on, bro. I might have been in. The orders are still not here. Why you do this to me? Trading view. Oh, the orders are gone because you logged out. So if I put a buy stop here, oh, L trading view. Whatever. We'll just market order. I mean, this is going lower. This is tanking. You don't want to catch a falling knife. That's for sure. It's not working. Try market order. This is my stream account. I don't want to try. Oh, you guys can't see the orders either? I'm looking at this. You have to ask yourself, how low can this go? It's rare. Wednesday high of week on a bearish close, it's like 15%, 12% chance. But this is strong. I mean, this looks like it may go to Monday's low. I'll be honest, this is not stopping. Went right through the daily fair value gap. We're back inside that old animal. You know what's sad? Like we're right back into the consolidation. I was really hoping that we can get something like this and then see some, prolonged expansion on the daily chart. It wouldn't even give Nasdaq a chance to hit all-time highs, bro. We're just right back into that messy old consolidation. Although I still think we can get some sort of move higher, if I'm being honest. We'll just have to see. Almost back to NWAG. That's crazy. Someone asked me the other day, they're like, think it's gonna go NWAG, and I said if it's gonna go back to NWAG, it'll probably take out Monday's low, which is against statistics. Here we are, almost back to NWAG. You were spamming orders and they all open at the same time eventually. Confluences, a large amount of displacement. It'd have to, the setup needs to form above this blue box. If as long as we're above the blue box, the idea is this blue box should hold on the higher time frame if we're bullish. If we're bullish, there's no reason for us to be trading below this blue box. So right now, does not look bullish. But if we get a strong displacement all the way back up here, meaning we're above the blue box, that's indicative that we might be putting a wick inside. Like for example, just like here, right? This candle went all the way through, but it closed here. So you can take, that's the long I'm looking to capture. And obviously the next day is obviously bullish. So that's what we're looking for today. It does look like an early TGIF, but this is very like TGIF signature. And then which probably means we might be range bound. What's surprising is both stock markets down. Not as much as you would expect for a move like this though, if I'm being honest. I mean, no, I guess it's about right. It's about right. Take that back. Dollar index is kind of moving higher. Not really though. It's fake. It's a fake move. We'll just see. This looks like it's gonna touch NWAG. Where's Nasdaq? I mean, there's a deep 4-hour discount. I wouldn't expect that to hold. We'll just have to watch. I mean, as long as we don't click buy right now. Yeah, YM is stronger. I was thinking like maybe YM wants to take sell side and then we get a reversal, but math isn't mathing. Just wait. Well, did anyone take a trade today? If you took that short, I don't want to hear it. Did anyone who didn't catch this short did anyone take a long today? That's what I want to know. Breakout traders green. Yo, man, everyone can be profitable, bro. I'm telling you. Trend traders, breakout traders. You're flat. Did anyone take a long out of curiosity? You were trying to cast a long. So you're like trying to cast a low? You're taking another long right now? Good luck, bro. WWE. Why are you spamming W? What? You're down 400. For those of you who took the longs, did your model form? Because I'll tell you what's like. I'll tell you something I used to make a mistake about. This is one of my biggest mistakes that I would always repeat over and over again. I would come into the day bullish, and I know some of you guys do this. I know for a fact. You keep marking out levels, and you're like, okay, maybe this one. Okay, if not that one, maybe this one. You just keep marking out levels, and as soon as we get any sort of move higher, you're like, yup, this is the reversal. And you just keep looking for a potential reversal. And eventually, you just have to ask yourself, maybe you just missed the move of the day. Like maybe that was it, Almost a 400 point dump, 310 points. Maybe you just missed it. I used to do that all the time, like all the time. I would just keep looking for longs from different levels where I was like, oh, CISD from a 50-minute fair value gap, and I'm like, oh, that's my model. You lose a lot of money on a day like this. So we're gonna have to wait. I mean, this is. I was not expecting this, to be honest, but we'll see. I'm not saying you guys shouldn't have long, by the way. I'm just saying something I used to do very poorly back in my day. Back in my day, like 1.5, 2 years ago. I would just keep taking any like I would like one loss here, one loss here. Oh, this is the move. Oh, I got stopped. Oh, this is the real one now. What long? You know? Don't need to hate. Listen, don't need to hate. Everyone's on their own journey. Listen, if you feel bad about it, never feel bad about something. Like bad. This is no, this is this week's new week opening gap. Down 1.5K. That's my story now. Welcome. Welcome to the party, brother. Well, take profit trader improve my payout. Bro, take profit trader for a firm that does daily payouts, but they're slow as shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they're slow as shit. I can't wait to get lucid. I requested this shit like 2, 3 days ago. And don't even get me started about TopStat. Why are TopStat payouts so slow? TopStat's been in this industry for a long ass time. The good thing about TopStat though, they take the funds away right away. Well, Lucid is good for fast payouts. For if you want daily payouts, yeah, if you want daily payouts, Lucid is probably the best option. I think it's like a real daily payout. Oh, take profit a fake daily pay. Oh, make the money and request it same day. Yeah, but I have to wait 3 days for my money to come in. How's that daily payout, man? Whether it takes 3 days to approve it or 3 days for it to hit my bank account. Either way, it's not daily. You know. Alpha has never been slow. I mean, I waited 2.5 days, which I guess is not slow, but Alpha gives me usually within 12 hours. Um, Funded Next was within 24 hours. Lucid is 5 accounts max. Halicon Trader, bro, don't use that shit, bro. How do you avoid making the mistake you mentioned? Understanding that what you really need to see to get the reversal, you know? For me, I had to make that's when I first made the criteria for me that if I'm gonna take a reversal, I need to see a CIST or a breaker. Inversion is not enough criteria. The reason that is because you want to wait for more structure. You don't want to just go, oh, long. What happens is you keep longing these retracements and you keep getting burned. That's why I always want to wait for a breaker, which is the best confirmation, or at least a CISD, which would have been all the way up here or here. So, how did I avoid that? I required myself to wait for more stronger confirmation, a breaker block or a CISD. No inversions for reversals. I'm not saying you guys don't do that. I'm saying me. CISD is simply like if this is your move down, I want that move to be engulfed. Live visibility restricted. Your live is not level of recommendation and restricted in search results and we have detective that may violate your integrity. That's BS, bro. I didn't do nothing. Appeal not approved. Man, but I gotta figure out why it keeps doing that to me. Can you explain breaker block? Yeah, just a shift in structure. Yeah, someone banning me, bro. Anyways, breaker blocks like this. So structure is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And if we get a higher high after a lower low, we can move bullish. One day's low is it's rare. I mean it looks like it's gonna go there. I'll agree with you, but statistically speaking, it's rare. Do you guys want me to give you the exact statistic? I'll share it. You know, I'll give you guys the exact number. We're fading like a. We're trying to be along here with like an 80. Could be a generational long. It could. Oh, my buy stop showed up. Oh, nice. Great. They won't let me cancel the order. Oh, it canceled. Cool. Just gotta wait. Generational long to all-time high. Is this the spy call? Run it back. Another spy call. Um. So if we're bearish, there's basically like a 15% chance that And this is assuming we're bearish, like weekly candle ends bearish. 15% chance that Wednesday's high is safe. I'd fade that narrative. I mean, Monday low makes way more sense. It's nearly a 50% chance if we're bullish. So if we have a Monday low and a Wednesday high, I'd much rather be in favor of taking a long in the week, assuming this is safe. I mean, just statistically speaking, I'm fading an 85% chance that we close bearish. Now that's assuming closure. Technically, we can still have, so keep this in mind. We can still have Monday low of week and close bullish if we close down here, right? The idea is we're not going to close bearish, aka we're not going to take Monday's low, because then it's Wednesday high of week. So the idea is Monday's low is unlikely to be taken, probability speaking. I'm not saying it's impossible. 15% chance is 15% chance, so it's not that rare. If you have 3 times of XFAs for your first couple trades, what do you want to make your risk? I'm wondering because I want to pay out to build 2K buffer and small lots won't do that. You just got to learn how to pyramid. Small lots, listen, it's up to you. Me personally, I don't like to risk a lot. So my max risk would be 200, and sometimes I'll risk anywhere between 100 to 200. Like that's my risk. You have 6 days before the monthly subscription on Apex. What would you do in this case? 150K I'm up, 2K still need to make 7K. So you're not gonna make it for CPI. You're not gonna make it for NFP. You gotta go all in, bro. The next trade you take, all in. No trades for me. Past my 100K top step. Want to get 5 more evals. You mean 4 more evals? Because 5 is the max. What do you suggest? I think it's not a bad idea. I mean, Top Step's not my favorite firm, but is Lucid a new prop firm? Lucid is basically Top Step, but better. So cheaper, better, good, better payout rules, faster payouts. Would I take a short from here? No, it's too low. I'm all in on 300K Apex. I'm gonna probably cop some. Why don't you go live? I do have live. I don't. I told you, bro, but yesterday you were saying it's only $20. Yo, Apex accounts are $20, bro. If your goal is to pass an Apex account, you get an account for $20 and you wait for CPI. I'll do a live stream. I'll do it together. Hopefully, I don't cook us all, but I mean, I'm gonna do it. Do it at your own risk. Funded next. What's FNF? Funded next. Funded next is a great firm, bro. When you gonna be live on TikTok for CPI? I'll go live at like 8:20, just 10 minutes before. You have a promo code for Apex? Yes, code Gatie. Funded next Bolt plan 5 payouts, then it's closed. Yeah, Funded next Bolt's a very cool option. For anyone who's getting Funded next, I think my code should give 10% off. And I don't get a commission, but I still think you guys get 10% off. But I'm not sure if it's active. Is Apex really $20? Yeah. I mean, there's activation fee for $60, but I have to figure out these appeals. I'm gonna use my copy trader. No, I don't trust the TraderVate thing. My trade copier I'm using is really good. The trade copier, guys, is really, really good. All in 3 minis for 100 handles or 10 minis for 35 handles. I'll go like 5. You gotta go all in, bro, Loki. On Apex, if you're gonna full port an Apex account, you need to catch a move and it's go straight to TP. Trade Copia? No, there's one better than Trade Copia. Yeah, it's ready. If you guys want to use the Trade Copier that I use, I'll put you guys on. I'm gonna put you guys on. Ready? It's the cheapest one. The cheapest one that exists. It's $29 a month. And you also get, it's not just a trade copier. You also get automatic journaling. So you can sync your accounts and you get a news calendar. You get automatic journaling. So it syncs automatically. Also, we have to change this to Eastern time. I'll message him about that. Can you change news to EST? You get automatic journaling. So you sync your accounts. It calculates all your trades, all your P&Ls. You get a very nice trade journal. So look, you can like click here and you say you have a trade. So in November, I took one trade, lost $200. You can add a screenshot. You can put futures, my strategy, whatever. So trade journal, trade copier. You get an operational tab. This is where you keep track of expenses. So if you bought a 150K Apex account, right? That's just like $20 right now. You can even say like it was 90% off. You put that in there, you lost $20. Yeah, you can go to black. And then obviously you get the trade copier. So the way the trade copier works is very simple. You just click add account. So you go to connect, you add any accounts that you want to copy, then you go to trade copier and you pick which account's the leader one. So for me, I use my take profit trader one. And then you have your I add top step. You can add up to 70 accounts. 70 accounts for $30. The next best one is like $50. And I'm pretty sure there's a discount for your first month. The copiers, it only allows TradeOvate and TopStep X. But TopStep X you have to pay extra for, not from us, from TopStep. TopStep charges you for the thing. I think. Right, let me see if there's any other brokers. So TradeOvate, NinjaTrader, TopStep X. So you click add account, and then you just you sign in, and then it automatically syncs. Oh, my orders. Yeah, this is the one my friend made. No, it's not. So there's a free option, but the free option is just for the journal. It's not for the trade copier. The trade copier and stuff does cost like monthly. He was working all night. Anyway, so if you're looking for a trade copier, you're in the market for one. This one's the cheapest one currently, and I mean I'm using it. I like it. I have no. I've been using it for 3 weeks now. No complaints. He's been using it for 4 months. No complaints. It's ready now. It's called TradeScale. TradeScale.app. I like the light mode, but most people will probably like the dark mode. And the way you set it up, so it's very simple. You just have to click start copier. You don't have to sign in every single day. Like trade copier, you have to reconnect it every day. You don't have to do that here. You just click start. You come up, you click start, and here it says live positions and pending orders. So this is how you verify every day that it works. So look, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna put a limit order, and then you go here and you make sure that it shows up here. Okay? It's gonna take like half a second to show up for the first one, but just know that the orders it's placed. It just needs to show up here. So see, the orders were placed on all the accounts. You can double check all the orders to make sure that it's all there. So, and then if I go here and I click cancel order, you'll see that all the orders disappear. If you're in a live position, it'll tell you the position you're in here. Literally nothing can go wrong. If for some whatever reason something, again, it's literally impossible. Like the coding is, it doesn't. I don't know. It's never. It hasn't happened in 4 months of trying. Worst case, you just click this button right here. Cancel all. Done. You click that. If anything ever happened, this solves all your problems. You just have to click this button. But like I said, you can always verify that everything is fine. Because whenever you place a trade or an order, it's going to show up. So you just have to make sure that you don't, I don't know how you can mess up. Like if you're going to put an order, just make sure that it's always going to say sell to MES at this level. See how all the accounts are copied? And then the live P&L will show here and here. And if anything goes wrong, just flatten and cancel all. Nothing goes wrong. I've been using it for a long time, so it's good. I like it. No complaints yet. 1020. I just got proof of my alpha payout. How long will it take to hit my bank account? If it's your first one, it might take a little bit of time. You can do market orders too. Yeah, you can do market orders. I usually do market orders. So if you were to do a market order, just make sure it's gonna pop up here. Hey, live positions shows current positions and manual closing options. So it'll show up here. It'll say like buy to at whatever price, and I'm gonna use this for CPI. Um, what's the name of the trade copier? It's called TradeScale.app. It's I didn't build it, but I know the guy who did, and I told him that if you make it the best and the cheapest, I'll promote it for you. So here I am promoting for him. Use Tradeovate. Ahmed, you got to use Tradeovate, bro. Use Tradeovate. I want to use TopStep as my lead. It's extra. No, TopStep can't be your leader. You can copy trade TopStep, but in general, so if you want to copy trade with Project X, that platform, you have to pay Project X a fee every month. Copy it for Apex. You need to copy it for any firm. Unless you want to do all your trading on here, bro. I don't think anybody wants that. This is awful, bro. I would not recommend using Tradeovate, but you can. It works. Can you link that in the Discord? Sure. It's tradescale.app. I'll be using it. Like I said, it's really cheap. Yo, guys, like Trade Sinker is $150. You know, it's $150. No, this CSD is not good enough. I'll probably wait for 1030 protraction. This is CSD from where? What level are we respect? This is just okay. Let me clear it up here. Any CSD? No confirmation for me. I need to be above the blue box. So I'll wait. Could it play out? Of course it could play out. I mean, it'll be a breaker, but to me, I'm not convinced. Um, I'll also message. I'll put the guy's name in the Discord. If anyone has questions, you can always ask him. No, no payout, no crypto. Actually, you can do Rise. You can do Rise payout with Alpha, right? I think. Uh, you have a position and risk calculator. Um, Shout out to him, bro. He's a good freaking engineer, bro. He is good. I ain't gonna lie. He is good at what he does. I'm gonna name him Kevin Scale App CEO. He's a beast, bro. Um, I'll probably have to trade PM session today, if I'm being honest. Can I trade futures on my phone? Currently don't have a laptop. Yeah, you can trade futures on your phone. Just depends on the platform you're using. Do you take anything? No trades from me yet. Can I request Alpha Pay to a different bank account like my parents' bank account, or is that not allowed? Yeah, you could. What I would recommend, what you do, Dale, is just use Wise, and then you can send the money from Wise to any bank account you want. Why Lucid Dashboard is so ass to load up? To be honest, bro, I've never even once went into the Lucid Dashboard. But yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do like another bank account. Make the payout come to your own, and then you can just send it to your parents if you want. Will you stream PM? Possibly. How to put my account to Trayscale? Just go to connect. I don't think it's gonna be a trade, guys. I'll be honest. Do you buy and sell all the accounts just using TradingView? You can. So if I was to, so what I could do if I wanted to, say I signed into my TradeAvate account here, right? So if you can, this is how you copy trade on TradingView, right? So I sign into my account, right? If I place a trade now, I'll show you. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like right now, okay? So this is how you can copy trade with TradingView. So you need to get the TradeScale app, connect your accounts, right? You connect all the accounts, go to Trade Copier, make sure it says Start. You have to click Start. It's just one button. Click Start. You don't have to reconnect them every day like the other trade copiers. You just one time click Start, okay? Now that it says here, I'm gonna show you. If I place an order, like I'm not gonna do a market order because I don't want to take the trade, but it works for market order too. Say I put a buy stop right here. Okay, you see the order. On the trade copier, all the orders were placed for all the accounts that are copied. So now, whatever I put on this, because this is my leader account, my TradeAvate account, they will all be copied. If I put a sell limit here, it'll all be copied, right? You see? Buy stop, buy stop, buy stop, sell limit, sell limit, sell limit, and it'll confirm. Once you get in the position, it should show up right here. I'm still bullish higher time frame. I need to see that. We'd have to close really bearish, and then I'll be bearish tomorrow. For now, I need to see the closure. Like anything can still happen. You need the auto trade syncing as well for the TradeScale app. Just get the trade copier. It'll be auto. If you get the trade copier, there already has to be auto syncing. It should be $29 and 10% off first month. That's what I told them to do at least. Do you have any experience or knowledge with gold or silver? Same model works. Gold moves a lot overnight. I'm getting it Gatie price. I'm trying to expanding. I'm getting it. Sorry, I don't understand. Gatie, what's Gatie price? Yeah, this is the cheapest it's gonna be. I mean, it's $29 a month, and 10% off your first month. Oh, you have to write. Save 10. Okay. So you just put in save 10, and then you'll save 10. And it's not my affiliate code. It's just your 10% off. Just your first month. Better than TradeZilla. Well, TradeZilla doesn't have a trade copier, right? So TradeZilla is more for backtesting. Which, by the way, we're gonna try to implement backtesting. Then it's. I literally told him I was like, get TradeZilla and copy everything they did for backtesting because I love TradeZilla backtesting. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but again, TradeZilla doesn't have a trade copier, right? So the main purpose here is trade copier and expense tracker. Can you please check my message on my message check if correct? Yes, I can do that. You just ended your ICT blueprint. Sorry, I saw your message, brother, many times. Would you recommend to watch or understand more? Um, yeah. Do you have a model? Thanks. You have a model? You got to have your model set. So if you want my model, I recommend you watch the Gems PO3 series. I shared the link in Discord. It's called tradescale.app. Oh shoot, I didn't put that. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think there's gonna be a trade. Like, it's gonna be a trade. We're all the way back to NWAG. We'll have to just wait. Just wait and see. All ICT P rates still get respected the same, like on your system. What about when the narrative and context is right? Yes. The goal is to add backtesting, yeah, but it's a trade copy, right? Like, if you need multiple accounts, you got a trade copy. You might as well not pay $150 a month. You know, so don't compare it to a trade, a back testing. Compare it to the other trade copiers, and if you compare it to the other trade copiers, it's a lot better. How do you know when you should go full time? I say at least make like minimum wage. You going live in the PM session? If I trade it, what you'd want to do if you're curious about what I'm gonna do, look in the Discord. How do you know the guy? He's been in my Discord for a long time. He's been trading, keeping tabs. Add you like a top step account to this trade copier. Okay, so if you have Tradeovate, if you have just Top Step, then you don't need to do that, right? Because you can just copy trade on Top Step X. If you have other accounts and Top Step X, it's a little tricky. Top Step, so what you have to do is you have to go to Project X. You have to go here, and you actually have to buy the API. This is not because there's nothing we can do about this. It's just if you want access to the account with Project X, they make you pay $29 a month. Then you get a code and you sync the code. If anyone wants to do that and you have trouble, just message me on Discord. But there's a video on YouTube. If you use Tradeovate, which is why I recommend Tradeovate now. Project X is going to be gone from every other firm anyways, right? So are there any differences? It tends to be slower overall. Sometimes it is trendy though. Tradeovate is so easy. You literally look. Tradeovate is literally just go to connect, add account, Tradeovate, sign in, done. 30 seconds. How do you place SL and TP? The same way you would. You just trade normally then. So if you place an order here, so look, say I put a, pretend I'm in short, and I'm this is my stop loss, right? It gets copied across. I just closed it by accident, but so it's not gonna copy, but it will just copy across all the accounts automatically. Leaked. My password wasn't showing. The phone next account is okay. Yep, it'll work with any prop firm that has Tradeovate. Can you use Project X at Alpha after February? No, they're gonna remove it. Which is actually good for me because I can't link Alpha to this trade copier. So I need the Tradeovate platform. So I have to wait till February. Back to say 5 hours today, made some really clean journals about time. I can show you them in Discord and tell me what I can to improve our models. Sure. You're not shorting? I don't have an objective lower. That's the thing. Yeah, generational wealth. I wouldn't view it as missed, but yeah. A lot of people caught it. It was nice. A lot of people took shorts. Oh, well, I'll be honest, guys. I'm probably not going to take a trade here. So Shout out Kevin, man. Yeah. Holy shit, there's so many fake Gaddies right now. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, you can have up to. Anyways, well, boys, I mean, no trade for me. I told them I didn't want an affiliate code. I don't want to make like an affiliate code. I told them I'll promote it. How does Wise Payout work? Will it go to my Wise account or to the app, and then I can withdraw to an account? Yep, exactly. So when you receive a Wise Payout, you have the app. You download the Wise app. You can do it on browser, but you can do the Wise app. It's gonna say you'll get an email saying like whatever is trying to pay you. You'll get the money sent to your Wise, and then from there you can do whatever you want. You can actually, if you really wanted to, use code Gaddy on TradeScale. No. Let me ask him to remove trade Gaddy code Gaddy. Well, I'm not gonna make a commission anyways, but um, use code SAVE10. I just don't want people to think that like I'm genuinely just try to make the best platform out there. You know, that's all it is. So if I would choose parents account, would it be the same? Like I said, what I would do is open. Is it okay? You let me know like exactly what you're trying to accomplish here. If I would choose to my parents account, would it still be the class as income under my name? Well, I don't want to be I don't want to have an affiliate code because I want people to believe me when I genuinely say I think it's the best. Yeah, DM me on Discord. No trades for me. On the next bolt is really good. I guess $29, bro. Trade Tinker is $150 per month. We're 5 times cheaper than Trade Tinker, and that's the biggest one that people use. Like, I don't think people realize how much cheaper that is. No, no trade day for me. Um, I appreciate you, Shaf. It's good though. It's not a big deal. Um, if Apex are 9% discount, what's the activation fee? I think it's $60, $65, but let me double check. I'll get you the exact number. So Apex promotion right now is $75. So each eval, if you get 50k, 100, 50k or 100k or 25k eval is $20. You might as well get the 50k. And activation fee is $75. This is gonna continue until February 4th. And if you want to pass in one day, you're gonna use a code anyways, right? You're not gonna pay full price, so it's fine. Just make sure you put in a code, otherwise you have to pay full price. What was your bias this morning, Gaddy? For some reason, like I had the complete opposite. I was expecting Asia low and maybe previous days low, but I was also kind of waiting for a reversal from there. Why do we need to pay for activation fee? Because prop firms want you to pay more money, brother. Can you copy trade on the evaluation part? Yes. I'm going to be doing that on CPI. What would you look for in the PM session? What I would need to see, I wouldn't short. If the market shows a really strong displacement, I'd probably look for a run towards easy objective highs. So maybe this buy side if it stays open, or if we put in a lunch high or first premium array. But I would look for a run on buy side, even if it's minor buy side. Why is NVIDIA dumping? The whole market is dumping. That's why. Everything's red. Look. Listen, don't worry about NVIDIA. You hold it and you don't even think about it. The only thing that's green is Meta because of overnight earnings. But everything is green. 2.5% red, 3% red, 3%. NVIDIA is actually doing pretty good. It's only down 2% compared to the big dogs. PM session starts officially at 1:30 p.m. I would look for confirmation of a potential run on minor buy side. With Apex, do you have to pass in one day? You don't have to, but you can if you want to. Microsoft minus 11%. Yeah. What time does PM start? Yeah, 1:30. Yeah, it's good itself having the general direction, but sometimes you leave a runner. Yeah, I agree. If you want just the journal, no, you don't have to pay for that. Buying gold here or what? Holy shit, gold is down 10% from all-time high? Almost. Well, I'll be honest, boys. I don't see myself taking a trade. I don't think it's worth the risk right now to push the button at all. I'm just trying to be honest. Even if I was to see a trade, what breaker? I mean, here, I'm not gonna wait for it to go all the way up there. I might. That's what I want to target. Hypothetically, if we get something like this in the 1050 macro, you could potentially go long. In my opinion, targeting at least the highs here, the minor buy side. We haven't run any buy side, so it's pretty rare that we don't get that. But um, that's gonna be it for me. Um, Apex take the account when you don't pass it before the promo. No, you don't have to pass before the promo. Wow, ES is almost at Monday's low. Wow, 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 wow. That's crazy. We actually got a full weekly reversal, most likely. Probably gonna get an SMT there, but damn. Usually, like some news does something like this. This is just like a calm dump, like just a very like nonchalant. We just dumped all the way back down. Yeah, interesting. Monday low last Monday. Yeah, like this. No, this Monday, like January 24th. Gold looks like a rug pull. Even Nasdaq looks like a rug pull, bro. Like, look at that. No retracement, really. Like, not even a 5 minute fill. This one, I guess, by one tick. No 15-minute gap. Straight dump. Crazy. Because government may shut down again. Yeah, I heard about that. Bro, hopefully we don't chop all next month. Yeah, I agree, bro. Did I catch it? Didn't make a single dollar today, brother. Um, well, boys, I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. No trade today. Thankfully, we didn't go long. I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow. If you want to know what I'm doing in the PM session, stay tuned in the Discord. I'll alert you guys whether I'm trading it or not. And 90% off Apex, 20% off Alpha Futures. That ends today, by the way. So if you want Alpha Futures, 20% off. That ends today. That everything. The giveaway's tomorrow. So if you use my code, message me on Discord. Why did it drop so much? I guess the Fed, the government potentially shutting down. If I go live, I'll alert you guys in the Discord. If I'm gonna be actively trading and watching the charts, I'll go live. But usually it's like there's one idea, and if it's not worth it, you know. So stay tuned in the free Discord. I think it'll go to Monday's low. I think we will get that objective. If not today, then tomorrow. So appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow. No trade day for me, so that's a win. That's a win for me. Take care, boys. And actually, before I go, TradeScale.app, the cheapest trade copier ever. Also has a journal, built-in automatic journal, calculates all these numbers and an equity curve for you. Calculates your, you get a nice journal in here. You get screenshots. Give myself a 5 out of 5 for the IFEG setup. trade copier, backtesting coming soon. You can keep track of payouts and expenses, you know. So if you got a $500 payout, right, on Top Step, if you put that in there, you got Apex $20 account minus $20. The website ends with .app. Can you download it? No, I think it's a browser only, but you can't download it, unfortunately. There's also a daily journal. I mean, so, anyways, if you guys want that, it's up to you guys. I appreciate you guys coming through, and I'll send the link in YouTube. No, I didn't get any entry. No trade for me. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys live. Peace.